I grew up on a farm, and on a farm, you typically have a tendency to eat meat and potatoes, but for the most part, healthy stuff. It's homemade food and things like that. And so, I developed an interest in good nutrition, solid foundation early on. It was kind of, I guess, I was brought up that way, and so it's something that just kind of went naturally and followed me through my career. Is focusing on health, nutrition, and how do you improve that. And so with that background, I was able to find an interest in the nutritional world, and just kind of gravitated to that naturally. And over the years, I've been involved with lots of different nutritional products, the development of nutritional products. In fact, at one point in my life, I was head of a product development committee at a very large company, about $1 billion company, and we had a lot of ideas come through that. In fact, somebody asked me one time, and I was doing some counting of that, and I figured out that we probably had anywhere from 5 to 10 different concepts come through weekly. And so if you just do the math and you do it 50 weeks, I know there are 52 weeks in a year, but that's roughly 500 different concepts that you're looking at every single year, and you're doing that for years. And so you get a sense for what works and what doesn't work, and it continues to build that passion and that knowledge base. And so, Rob, when you approached me and we, you said you had a concept, and we start working around on this concept. That it's a concept that's going to work, and working conceptually is one thing, but getting it to work in practical application is another thing. And so that obviously was the next step for us, is to take that step and make sure that it's going to work, and so that obviously, started with Rob. Rob, you had great results with that, and so getting those great results, and then taking that to other people and seeing, that hey, not only does Rob get these results, but others are having it. And so seeing people that are having that have struggled with issues or challenges for a long time as their body gets out of whack, because that happens. It happens as we life experiences, stresses, whatever's going on, age, all of that stuff, and so seeing people that are looking for ways to boost their cardiovascular health, circulation or things like that. The things that, from a nutrition standpoint, that can help them out in augmenting them in what they're doing, and that are feeling overweight, or I guess feeling overweight is not really you don't feel that. I guess you feel some of the results of that, but know that they want to try to make an impact there and do something, and not knowing how to do that, and so putting together kind of a program and good nutrition that goes along with that to help them start to achieve some of those goals and see them reverse some of those trends that oftentimes have been years in development, move backwards, and backwards meaning a progression actually to where they were at a healthier state, is something that's it's exciting to me and motivating to me, and that's what we've been able to do with LP9. And then some of the fun stuff. It's fun. It's a creative process, and it's challenging at times too. One of the things that Rob and I went back and forth a lot on is how do you deliver this, and you just throw a bunch of pills, and it's like, and who wants to take a handful of pills? But they're the cheapest way to do things. But you sit down and you say, no, this product, it needs to be different, and so that's what we did. We did something different, and we created a product that tastes good, and that's another thing that we went back and forth on. As I kind of think about that and some of the banter back and forth that we had there, it's now it's not just good. It's not acceptable to be good enough to taste okay. It's something that you got to want to drink, that you're going to say, yeah, I can drink that every day. It's not I can force this down, or I could do that if I have to, because who wants to do that? Nobody wants to do that every day. And so if you're going to have an impact through a product, you've got to be able to take it consistently. And so that was another thing that that was really important to us, that we weren't going to compromise our standards on. We're gonna create a product that you can take and keep taking on a regular basis. So it's fun going through that evolution and figuring out how it's going to pack, how you're going to pack that product, how you're going to package it and make it cost effective and give people the best bang for the buck. Those are the types of things that make a difference. When you're really trying to do two things. One, you're trying to create a product that's going to have an impact on people's lives, build a social rewards model that's going to have some financial implications, and so that's another objective. You've got to make it so that you can build a way in there where there's a way you can pay people for sharing, and return the love, so to speak, on that, and so that those are things that are part of the dynamics in creating a good opportunity, and a good opportunity is a product that's going to impact your lives, and an opportunity to financially impact your wallet, your lifestyle, and so what that does is it creates a platform which you can really build on, and you can have a company that is about people sharing, caring for each other, and changing their lives from those two aspects in a big way, and then that can grow and become really big, and creates a big company, a big brand, but most importantly, big change. That's what you're really looking for, changing the status quo, moving from an unhealthy standpoint, that's so pervasive in terms of our lifestyles, where we can reverse some of those trends, and the stresses that we face, the financial stresses, and just doing things that are fun, that we enjoy doing. That's the type of environment that we want to create here at HumaGenics, and invite everyone to come join us. That's what we want. We want to be able to have everybody say, "This is fun. I can get into this. This is something that I can share with anybody I know."